Wow, you are with us on a very special day on 5 Minutes with KeRusso because we are beginning a new adventure and we're going to do it together. Now, I use the word adventure because that's the best word to describe what we're going on. You see, adventure involves discovery. It involves new things, new experiences, unknown things, previously unknown. And it means not knowing where the next footstep's going to take you and what's around the bend. Where are you going to land at? What's going to happen? Adventure involves joy and thrill and excitement and wonder and awe, jaw-dropping awe. It also involves caution and pulse rates increasing and blood pressure going up and nervousness and fear and things that scare you. That's an adventure. So we're going to do this adventure together. That should be comforting in itself, but it's going to be good. Now, I would also encourage you to invite people that you know to take the adventure with you, to follow these videos and to do what you do and to talk about it together, because you're going to just find it's more fun taking an adventure with people that you know. But you also may find that you're going to need their help to take your next step, or they're going to need your help as they try to take their next step. Well, what's this adventure about? The adventure is trying to discover, what did Jesus actually say about being one of his followers, or a word you might hear as disciples. That's our quest. What does a disciple do? How does a follower of Jesus think? What do they value? Who do they become? How do they imitate Jesus? Those are the questions we're going to look for answers for. And none of us are going to know all the answers. In fact, everybody you're going to see on this channel who's going to share a video with you are people who are on this quest themselves. My guess would be, if we're doing the adventure right, is they're going to be different somewhere along the way. See, adventures change you, especially this one. Now, we're all going to have a hard time with this at the very beginning, because you see, we all start off in the same spot. It's going to be hard to hear Jesus with fresh ears, to see him with fresh eyes. You may have grown up going to church, hearing sermons and Bible classes where people told you this is what Jesus said about this and this is what Jesus said about that. And you're going to be tempted to read through those filters or hear through those filters. Well, I'm going to ask you to throw those filters off. Give Jesus fresh ears. You may be somebody who never went to church, don't even know what it's like inside of a church building except when there's a wedding and funeral going on. Maybe you were put off by people who call themselves Christians. Maybe nobody just connected you with Jesus in the first place. You never had the chance. You're going to have your own filters you're going to need to throw off. So I'm asking you, just take the journey with us and listen to Jesus with fresh ears. You're going to discover things that none of us will ever mention. But that's okay. You might get a chance to share that on your own, or share it on this channel later on. There's always going to be an opportunity to send me an email at booksbykerusso@gmail.com. Or you can leave comments on this channel. But we'll take the adventure together. Now, everybody on this adventure, on this quest, has their own responsibility, and this is where it starts. You have to make a commitment. In order to make this adventure as fulfilling as possible, make a commitment to yourself to read through the Gospel of Matthew in the next 7 days, all the way in its entirety. 28 chapters, and you might have a day off. You say, I just want to read it all in one sitting. Well, go ahead. People do that. You can do that. Or you might just read like 4 chapters a day. By reading 4 chapters a day, which could take you 30, 40 minutes, you'll get through Matthew in a week easy. Or you just kind of pace yourself out, but just make yourself a commitment that you're going to read through Matthew in the next 7 days. I don't want you to worry about what you understand or don't understand, but I want you to look for something. Look for some clues that are going to be important for this quest. Look for the phrase, and it's going to sound something different maybe in your version of the Bible, but it's something like this. The disciples came to Jesus, or when the disciples came to Jesus, or when Jesus called the disciples to him. Mark that somehow. Either get you a notepad and pencil and write down where you find it at, or mark it in the side of the margin of your Bible, or highlight it in your computer. But mark it somehow where you find that. You're going to see it 5 times in the Gospel of Matthew. Look for another phrase. It's going to be something like, when he had finished saying these things, or when Jesus had finished saying these things. Look for that phrase and mark those. Again, you're going to see it 5 times. Okay? So we're on this adventure together. Thanks for taking it with us. We'll see you Monday. Check in with us every Monday and Friday. Follow the channel. It's free to subscribe to it. That way you won't miss anything. And invite others along with you. See you Monday, and be blessed.